The defining nature of purpose. 9 reasons why purpose holds the key to building better organizations and communities. Unfolding the future with meaning, presence, humanity, wholeness, selflessness, clarity, learning and community. We live in a time of rapid change and increasing uncertainty, a time when planning for a predictable future has become extremely difficult, if not impossible. It is a time when the need for directional clarity has never been greater and when our ability to prescribe a plan for the future has never been so fraught. Shorter-term and less formalized strategic blueprints, roadmaps, guidelines, agendas and statements of intent have long since replaced the notion of long-range strategic plans. And organizations, and communities, continue to look for flexible, agile and resilient operating frameworks to deal with the likelihood that even their short-term strategic agendas will continue to require radical surgery, rather than simple realignment, to deal with significant unforeseen changes in their operating environment. Visions of the future. During the 1970s and 80s we tried to resolve the challenge of flexible planning by creating visions and missions to provide a strategic anchor, a committed view of the future that would inform and guide a flexible framework of vision pursuit strategies. Mostly these vision statements addressed the question of who/what do we want to become, and allowed the supporting mission statements to focus on how we become that organization by answering the question what do we want to do. But many of these visions of the future turned out to be quite inaccurate or just plain wrong, and often sooner than expected. Suddenly, not only were organizations confused about who they wanted to be, they were no longer certain about their choice of what they wanted to do. All of this confusion wasn't really helped by a chorus of business experts arguing that achieving directional clarity was also, perhaps ultimately, about creating competitive advantage. Unfortunately, many people would interpret this emphasis on strategy as a winning formula as arguing for financial success to be the key strategic focus, rather than positioning profitable performance as a key factor in organizational sustainability. And so vision and mission statements, no matter what words were used, were mostly crafted to rationalize the pursuit of money. Notions of purpose. In the early 1990s the conversations about strategy and planning began to include more frequent references to the notion of purpose. A few scholarly articles and some impressive but limited research argued the case for organizational purpose as a new strategic anchor. The research showed that purpose-based organizations could substantially outperform their peers on both financial and non-financial measures. It also supported a view that organizations that engaged their stakeholders in the pursuit of a purpose beyond profit were more likely to be sustainable in the longer term. There was a growing realization that the development of organizational strategy should be more concerned with discovering and manifesting the purpose of an organization and less focused on maximizing its long-term profitability. Perhaps there was also an increasing concern that strategic agendas focused on profitability were not necessarily creating organizational, or societal, outcomes that were beneficial for all stakeholders. However, probably due to the difficulty and or discomfort in confronting the question of why do we exist, if not to make a profit, the shift away from profit-linked planning that typically preferences owner stakeholders, towards purpose-based strategy that embraces a multi-stakeholder community, continues to be a slow process. In spite of an increasing recognition that organizational effectiveness is dependent on clarity of purpose, there seems to be a reluctance to let go of the old planning constructs such as vision-mission frameworks, which perversely rely on the unreliability of a predictable future. Recently I read a LinkedIn Pulse, Top 5, presentation on strategic planning where the author had simply redefined vision to mean purpose, overlaying new language on a tired construct. That was the jolt I needed to pen this post. It confirmed my thinking that there is considerable confusion about the nature of purpose and why it holds the key, not only to clarifying organizational direction, but also to facilitating organizational cohesion. Purposeful planning is not just a way of reshaping traditional strategic planning frameworks, it is a new way of thinking about how organizations, and communities, can collaborate with their stakeholder communities to co-create a shared future together, a future that can unfold in the present to reflect the shared aspirations of the whole organizational community. Purpose-based planning is about creating a presence that expresses the essential truth of an organization, its reason for being. By knowing and embracing this truth, an organization can hold its course in uncertain times and accommodate the impacts of unforeseen shifts in its operating environment. Organizational purpose can be defined simply as the reason an organization exists, its raison d'être. But, as anyone who has tried to define the true purpose of an organization knows, purpose is not a simple construct. Its complexity and its potential lies in the layered meanings or understandings that make it difficult to discover and to articulate. But it is this layering which holds the key to its usefulness as a construct to help us build better organizations and communities. The 9 essential characteristics of organizational purpose, which expand its meaning and provide a helpful framework for discovery conversations, can be briefly summarized as follows. Purpose unfolds the future. Purpose is not a strategic option, a simple choice between rational alternatives. It is unlikely to be defined by strategic analysis or crafted as an interpretation of an organization's strategic intent. Purpose will most likely unfold through discovery conversations, which engage the hearts and minds of the organizational community and explore their opportunity to co-create a shared future together. Purpose is discovered, not crafted. Purpose adds meaning. Purpose expresses the raison d'être of an organization. Purpose answers the question, why do we exist, not who or what do we want to become, or what do we want to do. Purpose is why. Purpose has presence. Purpose is not about what the organization wants to become. It is a statement about what the organization is, what it stands for and what it believes in. In contrast to vision-mission thinking, purpose is not about the pursuit of a future state. Purpose is always true in the present. Purpose embraces humanity. Purpose frames a presence that embraces the humanity of the organizational community, a presence that is concerned with the longer-term well-being and sustainability, the wholeness, of its people. Purpose is therefore concerned with the creation of outcomes that also enhance the humanity of the society within which it operates. Purpose has a societal focus. Purpose seeks wholeness. Purpose expresses an expectation that the organization cares about the wellness of its stakeholder community. Therefore, it cannot be measured in dollars alone. Profitability may be important to assure the financial viability of an organization, and to sustain its capacity to manifest its purpose, but it is not the end game. Purposeful organizations also care about the physical, social, cultural and spiritual needs of the people who comprise their organizational community. Purpose is beyond profit. Purpose is selfless. Purpose articulates the opportunity for an organization to make its presence meaningful to its stakeholder community, meaning that is expressed by the co-creation of contributions that represent mutual value for all of its stakeholders. Purpose is concerned with the creation of equitable shared value. Purpose provides clarity. Purpose anchors and guides the organization's strategic thinking and creates a stable platform for learning. Clarity of purpose gives organizations the strategic and operational confidence to embrace dissent, difference and diversity as learning opportunities and to successfully navigate disruptive change. Purpose enables organizations to be confident about who they are and to progressively unfold their presence in a changing world. Purpose informs strategy and sustains change. Purpose enables learning. Purpose inspires an organizational community by connecting and aligning individual and collective aspirations for a better future. Purpose enables organizational resilience and agility by providing a common focus for the development of meaningful community relationships, trust-based relationships that secure the flexible networks and alliances that are necessary to facilitate collaborative learning and the positive navigation of change. Purpose is inspiring and enabling. Purpose inspires community. Purpose engages and energizes the organizational community by presenting the opportunity for them to collaborate with others to co-create a future that they feel deeply passionate about, an opportunity to be who they are within a community with a purpose they really care about. Purpose is engaging and energizing. About the Applied Linguistics Group and its author. Applied Linguistics Group uploaded this video. This group is for helping students of BS, MS, MPhil, and PhD in English Linguistics, Applied Linguistics TEFL, and TESOL. Also, for the students of English Literature. This group also helps TOEFL and IELTS students with video guides. Dr. Khalid Malik is the founder of Applied Linguistics Group's https://youtube.com/@1966 Pakistani. Dr. Khalid Malik has a PhD in Applied Linguistics TESOL. He published more than 25 research papers. He taught a lot of foreign universities with vast English teaching experience. Now, at present, he is teaching in a foreign university and also at the same time admitted to a postdoctoral study project in another foreign university on the topic of language variations. Interested students in BS, MS, MPhil, or PhD in English Linguistics, Applied Linguistics, TESOL, IELTS, or English Literature students can join his YouTube Applied Linguistics group for a free education guide. Help others easily find Applied Linguistics group by copying or downloading a QR code. Anyone who scans the QR code will see the group's About page and can ask to join.